Your 僵尸 cannot be seen.
Oh, to see a 僵尸.
No, I don't have to lah. You got cropped up.
Is it because like that?
Oh yeah. It's like now you're blocking your candle.
No, the candle I'm going to hold like that.
Okay.
You switch off the lights already?
Switch off light.
Switch off the light. How does it look? Ooh. It's okay. I need the outside light. Yeah, this light I need.
Oh, it's slow.
Yeah, there's a bit of light. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Can you hear that? Okay, mic check, testing, mic check. Can you guys hear us very well? Are you guys hear us very clearly from our mics, or is it from the phone? For a moment, I thought Mark Lee joined. Someone thought Mark Lee. What do we have here? Yep, loud and clear. Very good, everybody. Hello, hello. Are you able to see from your side?
Yes.
Your comments?
The comments. Let me check the comments.
Okay. We have, I think we have Lincoln Heng and, I lost somebody. Somebody was before Lincoln Heng. Khan Thomas. Khan Thomas was first today. Hello, Guyver. Welcome back. Excited, he says. Oh, you have the... Let's go down. Today we're not in a rush. It's a very different kind of Friday Night Live. We have Roger Boy, T. Amelia, Helian Fernandez, Red Spiker 84, Paris Machia. You're right here. Guyver, Crystal Ang, Uroboros 87, Cavalier, Shafiq Rube, Seahawk 85, CL, Joey YJK, Fusian. Oh, this is another old name too. Ultra Warrior, Joe YJK, Fox Fu, Ice Minty, YC, Kelvin C,
Demon Slayer? Demonic Slayer.
Where? I'm not there yet.
Oh.
Elvin Ong, John Antia,
Hi, Sean.
Talent Bong, Shannon, Elvin Ong, Daryl, Ho Jin Ui, hello all, Ben Lim, Fly Self Scubber, Roch L, Sean Chong, Gabby, Mavis Day, Fox Fu, thank you for your blessings. First Blood. Was Eugene my John story? Oh, WhatsApp Eugene my John story. Guys, I need to tell you I'm not in front of my computer today, so I don't have my WhatsApp on. Clearly, I'm streaming from my phone, so that's where the WhatsApp is. So I am not able to read any of your WhatsApp messages today, unfortunately. But if you can text Paris, he probably can read the WhatsApp out for us. CC, IX.
Oh, you have to give me I have to send my number, right?
Let's dox you. The number is
9776
write down 9776
6761
6761. Paris. Okay. So Fox, what if you could text that message that you had for me to Paris, that'd be great. How come at John's today? Oh, Jujube, that's all the stuff we're going to tell you as well, why we are here, and also perhaps show you around the house. All right, so usually we start Friday with a song, with an introduction video, but unfortunately today we are streaming directly from our phone, so we don't have the luxury of that. Paris is going to hum the tune for Miss P. Oh, Miss P, go away, don't disturb me. I have done no wrong. Go away and let me be. My mother and father. I forgot the lyrics. Let me tell me the story.
Oh, miss me.
Go away, don't disturb me. You're listening to Supernatural Confessions. Now we are back on Friday Night Live, everybody. And as John would say, Happy Friday!
Happy Friday. Happy
And
Good Friday.
Happy Good Friday to all our Christian friends as well. And in 2 more days, there'll be bunnies and chocolate. I've never kind of figured it out. Why bunnies and chocolate is related to Good Friday?
Actually,
Or Rise of
it's
Christ.
more to Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why?
Good Friday, I think.
Why Easter Sunday has bunnies and chocolate egg hunt?
No idea. To sell more chocolate eggs.
maybe. So if you guys know the answer, text us in the comment section. Let's try to figure this out. Why is the rising of Christ related to bunnies and chocolate eggs? Also with us here today is Paris Maitreya. Some of you may have seen him on previous live video where we used to do this together at outdoor locations. So today is probably the one time we are here with aircon. And with us as well, Jonathan Lim.
Yeah.
At least with us in spirit. And when I mean in spirit, there's every likelihood that John might be here spiritually because this is John's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rare treat for everyone. This is John's place. In fact, when he was with us, not many people even know where he stays. Actually,
Correct.
And been to his place. Yeah. You brought the EMF meter here.
Just in case. Shall we show everyone the house?
Okay.
Or maybe later lah.
Later lah.
Mid show we'll show you the
Mid
house.
show.
Okay, so stay with us throughout. Today is going to be an hour and a half long, which will end by 11:30 because we both need to catch our train back. And stay long enough, and we'll bring you on a house tour, Jonathan's apartment. And also, if some of you are looking to buy a new place, this house is for sale, along with other stuff that you are seeing here. Okay, so today, as every other week, I would plan our confessions with my guest host in mind. So that's really a clue. You look at the theme, you agak-agak who in our community is leaning towards that topic. That will usually be the host that we have for the week. So today we have Pirates who have requested for stories about hiking. Oh, and we have a lot of stories about hiking. So who's going to go first? You or me, Paris?
You.
Me. Okay, we'll start with a open confession.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about hiking and hikers community in Singapore. How about that?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. What is up with the corridor? That corridor and that very last room, that is John's room. So keep an eye out. Someone noticed that you shaved. Okay. I'll start with a easy, palatable one. Okay. Something that most people would recognize. And or should I go with the Keras one? Okay lah. I'll go with the Keras one first, okay? Confession by Des. Don't look back. I was watching one of the Supernatural Confessions live episodes involving Eugene, Syed, and another guy. They have gone exploring around Bukit Timah and captured some pretty intense audio evidence. I'll talk more about that video later on. That episode reminded me of something that happened to me personally, not too far from there. Back then, I was with my ex. She used to live near the area. And during the height of the COVID lockdown, one of the only ways you could walk around without a damn mask was to go out and exercise. And so we did. A lot of late afternoons, jalan-jalan, especially through the nature reserve. The main trails were always packed with joggers, couples, families, you name it. But this one time, we decided to explore a lesser-known path. We wanted somewhere quieter. So it was just the two of us and her dog, a small beagle, wandering off-trail into the part of the reserve we didn't really know. That said, we weren't too worried. This is Singapore after all. How lost can you get? Worst case, walk in a straight line lah. Walk in a straight line long enough, you surely hit a road, right? We started around 5:30 p.m., maybe hiked for about 30 minutes or so, before we ended up at this section that felt different. It wasn't just quiet, it was dark. Not the sunset kind of dark, just shadow dark. The kind that makes you squint even though it's technically just daytime. I turned to my ex and said, "Hey, you think it's going to rain? Why suddenly so dark?" She shot me this look and said firmly, "Don't say already." I found it strange. This girl wasn't usually superstitious, but she picked up her dog and walked faster. I didn't ask anymore, just quickened my pace to keep up. We've been together for 2 years at that point, and I had never seen her like this. Her breathing was shallow, shoulders stiff, eyes darting around like she didn't feel safe. I was just starting to feel that tightness in my chest when I heard laughter behind us. Voices, like a group of hikers not far off. At that moment, I felt a wave of relief. I even said out loud, "Whoa, finally got people behind us." Her dog started barking too, facing backwards. I told her, "Hey, maybe you stop for a bit. Ask them where this path goes." But before I could even finish the sentence, she grabbed my arm tightly. "Don't look back," she whispered. And it wasn't a casual whisper. Her voice had the edge of panic I'd only heard once, when she thought she was being followed late at night. That's when the cold hit me. You know that feeling when something's wrong but your brain hasn't quite caught up yet? Everything in me wanted to run and wanted to turn and look. Just a glance. But I did not. So blindly, we just kept walking, deeper and deeper in. The undergrowth started getting denser. I was about to say we should just turn back when suddenly she pulled me off the path and squatted by the side of the trail. I just followed. Monkey see, monkey do. "Don't look. Just look at the ground," she whispered. So we waited. The voices came closer, louder now, and angry. Not shouting exactly, but you could feel the rage in them. Mixed into that was the sound of a woman crying. Sharp, thin, and desperate. We sat frozen, eyes down, but we both heard it. Clear enough to know it wasn't imagination, but not clear enough to make out the actual words. I couldn't take it. I looked up. And that's when a strong gust of wind blew through us. Same time as the voices. Not a breeze, not a draft, a gust. Like someone brushed past us at speed. But there was no one. Not a single person in sight. Just the rustling of leaves. The sound like surround sound audio moving from left to right, and then silence. "Hey, got no one leh," I said. "Diam lah," she snapped. I shut up and kept my ears open, trying to listen if the sound would look back. But nothing. Not even a bird song. Eventually, she stood up and headed back the way we came, and that's the direction I followed without question. It was only when we got back to civilization, saw joggers, heard traffic, felt the sun again, that we finally spoke about what had just happened. She told me she had felt uneasy the moment we entered. But somewhere along the trail, she said her spider sense spiked, like something was coming. A group of spirits perhaps. Not angry at us, not even chasing us, but just using the path like it was a highway. She tried to pray quietly, hoping they would pass, but they did not. Eventually, she realized maybe the problem wasn't them. Maybe we were in their way. So she put me aside to let them pass, and thankfully, that worked. We still don't know what had happened if we didn't move. But honestly, I don't want to find out. Okay, that's our very first confession to start us off today. There will be a lot more confessions because I have 4 on my side. You have probably a ton on your side. So there's going to be a treat for you guys. There's stories after stories after stories, especially when a topic like hiking.
Hiking, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So what do you think of that?
Well, for starters, I think they went off the beaten track, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing. A lot of hike. So in Singapore, I was just reading up. We have like 163 walking trails, 140 over hiking trails. So that's like 300 over together. But there are still, like today I went for a hike at
Yeah.
a real corridor.
Yeah.
And along the way, you can see actually there's a lot of off the track beaten path into the jungles. And actually, the M Parks actually did say that. I mean, at your own risk. So, but the thing is that we are literally intruders. Yeah. So definitely, we're not just talking about earthbound spirits, but we're also talking about nature spirits. And definitely, especially when I recall the Tengah Forest one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So when just a snippet. So I actually went to Tengah Forest at night with my friend Eugene Lim, who actually has the third eye. So, but we also go and download the Ghost app that actually can speak back. So it can actually take up sounds and then form words. So when we went into the forest, first thing I noticed was that a lot of mosquitoes, which is typical. But the thing was, the first thing when we stepped in, right, the Ghost app first thing says was intruder. The single word intruder came. And then later after that was bite.
Because mosquito bite.
Yeah, bite, literally. And it went on, the bite. And the thing is, I got a lot of bites around my neck. And the thing about me is, I don't really get that much mosquito attacks usually.
Okay.
But that day itself, right, it got so bad that my whole neck was swelled up.
So you reckon it's like the spirits are in a form of mosquitoes biting you?
It could be, or it could be they also send the mosquitoes. So things like that. But we are actually, the word intruder, you're in a place where you're not welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those who are watching and trying to figure out what this device is, would it be possible that, like it's maybe there's a certain number of vocabulary in the system and that's something that pop up?
I think when we first download the Ghost app, it was more for fun.
Yeah.
We was like, it's like a spirit box kind of thing.
Yeah.
Certain words probably you think is gibberish, but then the thing is, when it's so specific, then sometimes it does make you wonder.
Yeah.
So I guess it's the space whereby you wonder if it's too coincidental, and if it's too many coincidences, then it might not be a coincidence. Yeah.
I mean, talking about not as I said just now, when you got bitten, could it be the mosquitoes or spirits? I can also kind of figure that statement might get people laughing and chuckling, But I do think that there are spirits that actually come in insect form. And it's one time, this was the first time it happened to me. So I was in India and we were sitting at the cremation ground. And India said cremation ground is considered holy. So Guru Murali was there with me. And he says, "You want me to summon spirits?" I said, "Sure." So I was filming and he was in meditation mode. He prayed. And from the river, because the cremation ground is always very near a river, a whole cloud of fireflies flew
wow,
towards us and hang around the cremation ground. I'm like, wow, that's very cool. I could see the backside, the fireflies. My video cannot catch anything. And I think it's not supernatural, it's just that phone in low light cannot catch the firefly light. It's not good enough. And so I thought, okay, maybe my mind, I still like, maybe that's a coincidence lah, right? He said, okay, I'm going to send them back. Okay, you done already? Taking video already? You done already? So yeah. Then he pray. Hey, the whole cloud of fireflies just flew back to the river and then disappeared.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay. So perhaps it is true that spirits do come as fireflies, perhaps even mosquitoes.
I mean,
insects,
butterflies, when people say
moths.
about the dead,
Yeah.
the dead loved ones coming back during the funeral or 7th day, then they'll see a moth in the house or the butterflies.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely. But I mean, frankly, if I was at Tengah Forest and a swarm of fireflies come, then that'll be so much nicer.
So pretty.
Yeah. Not the mosquitoes like sucking blood suckers, Yeah.
Oh, that was quite shiong. Because I was there with you, right?
Yeah.
I was bitten all over. So, yeah. Okay. You've been to all these places hiking in Singapore. Have you have a checklist which are the places that most Keras. Yeah.
Okay, maybe before that, let me just, I think we were asking about Easter, right? About
Yes.
the Good Friday. So Bill Basil Temangong, he typed, before Easter, traditional Christians observes Lent, a 40-day period before Easter dedicated to fasting and penance to commemorate Jesus fasted 40 days in the wilderness. And then later he wrote, we scroll down, hence Christians cuts out sugar, eggs, meat, dairy, anything seen as sumptuous or luxury. Chocolate is a luxury imported from Americas, but also chocolate was advertised because consumerism and...
They say got static.
Oh, that's... yeah, that's what I'm reading. Okay. Yeah, anyway, someone also wrote that based on, Fox Fu said, based on one's life condition, two people might see different things. One sees a black dog, another sees a black shadow. True. Yeah.
Someone's asking about John's lineage as well. I promise I'll tell people. I've not told anyone yet. Maybe today I might tell. The sound is problematic. The sound is still problematic, is it? Is it still static? I don't hear myself. The sound is still problematic, is it? No, I
No.
hear correct.
Or the static is just now the...
Oh. So now okay, yeah? So weird. Static.
Anyway, you're asking about Keras.
Yeah.
I mean, I've hiked in quite a number of places in Singapore. I would say I even went for Bukit Brown Cemetery at night, and I didn't find it Keras. I think the Keras place for me is the Southern Rail Corridor at night. Southern Rail Corridor near the Radin Mas area.
Oh.
Yeah, especially near... Okay, so I can share this incident. So I went with a group of friends to Tanglin Hawk after the residents have shifted out. And then what happened was that we... okay, that's another story. But so for after Tanglin Hawk, so I was like, okay, let's go to... Because Rail Corridor is right beside Tanglin Hawk. Yeah. So in the past, what I did here was that in the past where there was train, where the train was still running, I think in the 1980s, there were suicides there. So the people actually at the rail, they would commit suicide at the rail corridor, the railroad. So definitely there's a lot of spirits lingering there. But that day itself, I think last year. So we decided to walk on the rail corridor. And the thing about rail corridor at night, the Southern Rail Corridor, is pitch black. There's not much lights. But that section still got a bit of light. It's actually the Radin Mas side. So that one
Radin Mas or Hang Jebat?
So Hang Jebat is the one nearer to Tanglin Hawk area.
Yeah.
Radin Mas is further down.
Okay.
So this first story has to do with the Hang Jebat side.
Hang Jebat side.
Hang Jebat side. So when we walk in, so I had two friends with me who has the third eye. Straight away, one of them said, okay, she's here. I was like, okay, never mind. So we continue walking. And then another friend said, yeah, she's here. And that was near the Hang Jebat. So apparently Hang Jebat Mosque outside is quite haunted.
Yes.
So for me, I'm like, okay, never mind. As long as I can see, no problem. So I continue walking. Then I heard a rooster crowing. Immediately after the rooster crowed, and this was a distance away, I heard a woman laughing. I heard a woman laughing. And the thing for me is this. I always try to close my senses off because I don't want to... I try to numb my senses.
Yeah.
But the moment I can hear, I can see, means it's very strong.
Okay.
And straight away, my hair just goosebumps, my hair all stood out. I was like, okay, let's get up. And all of us just unanimously agreed to get up.
Yeah.
The Radin Mas side, which is much further down, it's pitch black, no street lights at all.
Okay.
Because I did a night hike. Okay, I did a hike from northern Kranji all the way down. So by the time we reach there, it's at night.
Yeah.
Pitch black. If you switch off your torchlight, it's pitch black. You can't even see your hands. So the first time I did recce there, my friend felt something brush against his legs. Yeah, felt something brush against his legs. And then my friend with the third eye, he would say that they are all standing in the bushes. Yeah, it's all crowded there. And the thing for me is I can feel their presence. So it is quite strong. So that's one thing I would not. So from that, I decided not to do any night hikes at the Southern Corridor. Yeah, because you don't want to tempt fate.
I've been down to that place as well, the very spot that you talk about, the
Mm.
Hang Jebat and everything. This was, again, during the COVID period. I think most of us started becoming hikers around that time. So I spoke to the caretaker of Hang Jebat, and he was telling me like people would just jump in front of the train to commit suicide, or some of them would just lie down on the track to get decapitated. So either suicide or murder in front of the Hang Jebat mosque. He's very used to seeing all this. Or at least when he was a boy, he heard the story or might have seen some of it himself. Further down from that trail as well, there used to be an old shrine before it became actual Indian temple. But after it moved out from that shrine to the Indian temple, the shrine was disused. Apparently, according to some of the stories of people living in the Tanglin area, that shrine was used for nefarious purpose.
Oh.
Yeah. So along the rail side have a lot of stories because the land around the rail is actually Malaysian land. So Singapore government cannot do much to it. If there's a shrine or there's a shanty town, you have to kind of just let it be. One of the most common sighting around the Hang Jebat site was actually a Pontianak. And according to the mosque keeper, he said you can hear on top the fingernail, she's clawing, she just trying to scare you. But when you think about hiking, you think all these places that is haunted, right? Technically, are they really haunted, or are we the assholes who just trespass into their place? That's where they live, what? That's where they hang out.
I mean, do talk about spirits lah, the animals also, what?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, nowadays I think more and more accounts of wild animals coming into the estates.
Sure.
And people are complaining, oh, the monitor lizard in my house, python in my house, the silver cat is under my void deck. But is it their fault? Because we are the one taking away the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Folks who have a suggestion that maybe if you can use your spirit box, you might try to get some word out from John. He might go, show,
Sure.
or jang, jang, jang. When Eugene say what? When I say nothing at all. Just waiting for the meter to spike, right? I know you all let me know, okay, if you all spike, because I can't see. Pontianak states went up. EMF spiking a bit just now.
Is it? You saw?
A bit. Oh,
Is it spiking?
yeah, but not high enough.
Maybe because of the laptop, all that. Is it?
If it's red, I'll take it as it's a sign.
If you see the portrait smile, that's a sign.
Oh, speaking of the portrait,
it's
is
already
smiling
smiling.
already. Okay, someone was asking about. It's a bit crackling again, huh? My mic. Can you hear not? A bit crackling again, huh? When you just say the word Pontianak, the static went up. Pontianak. Oh, I got one toy to play with. No, my phone is very far, guys. So this was this is a device that Howie gave me. Oh. You want to guess what this is?
Camera? No. Infrared.
It's a thermal camera to catch cold spot. I need to drink. Hold this. Boy.
To catch cold spot. So you can use this in your
Investigation.
investigation. Oh, cool.
All right, cool, right? So blue is cold, red is hot lah, right? So you can see Stanley is hot. Stanley, you're hot. Alsatian's hot too.
You turn towards me, it's blue.
Okay, after that, people see how it looks like. Can you see?
It looks quite scary.
Quite scary, like Predator. That.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to look down the corridor, okay? If I see a blue shape there,
This will be fun in rail corridor. Yeah.
next time I can go and check it out.
Because definitely the animals will appear. right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Later you can play with this, and when I bring the camera, bring you guys around the house. Okay, where were we? So that's your story.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have another two later.
Whoa, you saving the best for last, is it?
Ah.
Anna Wong. Hello.
And
Wow. Blast from the past. She's been there since Ghostmortem era.
oh,
Anna
okay,
Wong.
okay. Yeah, I miss
Yeah.
Ghostmortem.
Predator Invasion. Yeah, so coincidental. Okay, so my sound okay? I'm going to start reading now, okay? So when we all know we go to hiking and all that, there are certain pantangs, things that we can do, cannot do. You follow any pantangs?
Okay, so I organize hikes for my community. So
Yeah.
first thing I'll tell them, don't pluck any flowers, don't pluck any branch, no, try not to pick up things, and along the way, don't disturb the animals, don't carry food because we have a lot of macaques. Pantang, okay, then the typical one, when you pee, please say, but of course, I always tell you, please don't pee in the parks, full stop.
Yeah. Have to go lah.
I mean, I haven't, basically, I will tell them before the hike, go toilet, go and use it, try not to, because, I mean, it's, not very nice.
Okay. Oh, just now on the first confession, the confessor referenced investigation I did in the area.
Which area?
Dairy farm area.
Okay.
Not the one that we were at.
Okay.
Yeah, it was on the other side. And in that particular investigation, we recorded EVP, electronic voice phenomena, very clear as hell, coming out the device. And he said the sound that he heard from an EVP reminded him of the sound that he heard. Because when we were there in the tunnel, we did an EVP check and I did my meditation. We heard voices of a woman like, help. Then got other voices, very angry.
Okay.
So when I went to my subconscious state, I get vision that there was a woman running away from a bunch of men, and she was being beaten to death. Because the area was all kampong. So the men were not beating her up. And I think I got a download that the men chasing after her were her own relatives. So not sure what she did, whether she disgraced her family, but she was being chased and hunted down. So I don't think she made it. But that entire energy sort of replayed itself.
Like a record player.
Yeah. So could it also be that around that area there are other lines where this energy seems to flow? And I always kind of wonder, right? Why do they shut down all these parks at 7?
7 p.m., right?
I think the official reason is that the forest needs to rest, right? That animals don't want to be disturbed. But I can't help but wonder if the government actually knows that it's haunted and is trying to prevent us from going in.
I think one practical reason is that they don't want, because there are cases in Singapore, right? Hikers going in and getting lost. They literally get lost, and when they get lost, like the time, I think there are two boys who were lost.
Marichi.
Marichi. They try to look for the Japanese shrine.
Yeah.
The Shonanto, right?
Shonanto
in Singapore. Shonan Jinja. Yeah, Shonan Jinja. So they got lost. And the thing is, if they go off the beaten path at night, where you can't see their slopes, there are like maybe holes and all that, it's very dangerous. And of course, at night, what comes out? Not just Hantu, but animals come out. So that's I think that's one practical reason, because they do have manpower, they have to get all the police and all the civil service out for them.
Yeah.
Haunting wise, that one is something like what you say about NS, right? When there are ghosts or there are videos, then they'll have a special department. So that one again is, so maybe, I don't know. I don't know whether M parks have a hauntings thing, but I do know they have cameras everywhere. So they might have seen something and recorded something. And
I'm going to go to NEA that handles all this. Environmental agency. Okay, so stories. Apparently my static is off and on. I'm not sure why. Because when I use this for confession, no?
Which
3
one?
hours, this mic. I
Oh.
can do confession with no problem.
Wow.
But here got problem.
Here.
John!
The signal so good here. Open the window.
Is it?
If I use internet, quite
Is it? Okay, I can open a bit, I suppose. So it's not John, it's just terrible network. And the network I'm using is,
Oh.
can I
Someone,
advertise for them?
someone said the video got blurry. The image blurred. Now better.
It's like John standing in front.
Then Fushan said, is John blocking the camera?
I wouldn't put it past him. He'd probably like, oh, they can't see me. Oh. Okay. This one is about Bali. It's something to do with Pantang as well. Okay. There's two of the same there are two confessions from the same person.
Okay.
I'll read one, you read the other one.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Close way. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Jujubee said I would rather it not be. Yeah, I mean John is enjoying his life,
Yeah.
traveling.
He go on adventure doing ballroom dancing.
Yeah.
All right, this happened in Bali about 6 months ago. I've been to the island a number of times before, mostly solo trips, just to reconnect with myself. Hike a bit, meditate, journal. I always felt safe there, especially in the hills. But this time was different. This time, I wasn't alone. I just started freelancing as a tour lead, and a friend connected me to a yoga retreat group looking for a nature-based hike off the usual tourist routes. I figured, sure, why not? I've done a number of hikes there. They would hire a local guide to take us up to the location, and my job was to play host. The group was small, 7 women, including myself, mostly solo travelers, a few friends. We stayed in a quiet village near Pejang, east of Ubud. The area is large, old land. Nearby stands Pura Kebon, Eden, a temple known for its ancient statues and links to death rituals. Hey. Just north of that, along the upper reach of the Peturu River Valley, there's a jungle trail that passes through what used to be a cluster of shrines, now mostly reclaimed by the forest. That's where I brought the group. Before we started the hike, our Balinese driver placed a kanang sari, a daily offering of flowers, rice, and incense, by the van's front tire. I've seen this done dozens of times, countless of times in fact, but usually outside homes or establishments. My guide told me that this place that we were going, it didn't hurt to give something more. The trek was peaceful at first. We walked through the fields and village paths, chatting, laughing, stopping every now and then to take photos. The energy was light, but as we entered the forest section closer to the old temple grounds, I felt something shift. The path got narrower, and the sun filtered in strangely, casting this long slivers of light that didn't seem to warm anything. One of the girls, Claire, got a bit ahead of the group. She had AirPods in her ear and she was vibing to her own thing. I remember she walked past a stone altar covered in moss and casually stepped over a small kanang sari that someone had left there. I don't think she even noticed. I can't be sure if she triggered something or it was just my imagination. But I felt a shift in the atmosphere. I told everyone to slow down and group up. I didn't want to spook them, but my gut told me something was wrong. Claire started complaining that she felt dizzy. Said she needed to sit down. Then she started dry heaving out of nowhere. I helped her sit under a tree and gave her water. Her body was cold, like she'd just been submerged in water. She said she felt something was pressing against her chest, that she couldn't move her legs, that she could hear someone whispering near her ear, but no one was around. And that's when I smelled flowers. You know that scent? Jasmine, frangipani, incense, all mixed together? Like it was masking something rotten. The rest of the group was panicking now. I told the group to stay put. I walked back to the altar. Claire had stepped over. I knelt down and apologized under my breath that Claire had not intentionally stepped on the offerings and to please forgive her. I left my bracelet there and it had a small carved Buddha on it and asked for permission to take my group back to safety. When I returned, Claire was regaining conscious. The coldness in the air had lifted. Not wanting to ruin the mood, we cracked some jokes about Claire being a newbie and hiking and that she should just stay at home next time. The hike continued and ended without further incidents. That night, I spoke to Claire and asked her what had happened, and she said she don't really know. One minute she was walking, the next minute she felt like she was drowning. The next time I went back to Bali for another hiking trip, this time someone brought something back home after the hike.
Ugh.
Jang, jang, jang. Okay. Let's look at the comment section. Let's go with what you think about this. What's your comment on this particular confession?
They say the temple of dedicated to death, right? They pass by
Yeah.
a shrine. I actually passed by a similar one in Monkey Forest at Ubud.
Uh-huh.
They actually have a very mysterious temple inside that's, I think, dedicated to death. It's surrounded by animistic sculptures.
Oh.
Yeah, it's quite the sculptures are quite interesting. It's like literally you'll see half man, half animal, women's half naked body, or the monkey holding its phallus.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very unusual, and it's, I mean, I don't want to offend any religion, whatever, but it's definitely creepy. It's definitely creepy. The thing is, Bali itself, this island is so steeped in mysticism and spirituality. The whole life, it's just full on. You know, they are born in it, they believe in it, and I remember once I was in Bali and I just stumbled on just a courtyard and then during barong performance with there's this witch. And then when I just go to the beach, they were like doing some rituals at the sea. So everything it's so fluid. And there are forests. Recently, Monkey Forest, they had an accident. The whole canopy smashed down in broad daylight and killed people. So this is a place whereby static. Oh, static.
Changed my mind. Let's do
that. I'll repeat.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't bring my other mic.
You say it's reception.
I think it's the mic is the.
And how?
No. I didn't bring my other mic, guys. Sorry. Not sure how to solve
Has it happened before?
Use without mic and see. Okay? Use without mic and see whether is it the.
I think our voice is
may not be the mic problem. The reception problem. Mic check. 1, 2. I move around the house still I can get a better reception. Can you all hear me still? Still cracking up, right? Okay, so this is Dom's room, and this was where he would usually film, stream Friday Night Live. Exactly right here, this is where his camera will be at, and this will be a bouncy castle. Ah, terrible. Yeah, outside, was that? Testing. Is it better here? The reception better here? Is it better? Definitely better.
Talk again.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2. Better. Huh? Still. Oh man.
Better bit, but not suitable for
Live streaming.
yeah, live streaming.
Okay. I'm gonna try to go to the lobby there.
Okay.
My iPad would not have any reception or use on your laptop. How's here? Is it better? Is the reception here better? Oh, no screen vibes lah. Go to the toilet. I don't think no issue is probably a phone lagging. Restart the stream. Oh, still the same. Restart the network. If I turn this off, that's it, man. Might be. No, I removed the mic just now. It's not the mic. Okay, I will try to do a reset again. I'm gonna go off live, huh? Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna restart this. I'm gonna turn off the live stream and then I'm gonna come back again.